Welcome back to the Sports Source. This segment brought to you by Games and Things. Poker tables, pub tables, air hockey tables, pool tables, table tennis tables. They got all kinds of tables out there. They've also got bar stools, home theater seats, tables, seats, stools, and then they've got games, of course. You've got dart boards. You've got all the accessories. They've got it all. Games and Things, and if you go to their showroom, you're going to stay there for about an hour because it's a fun place to go into. They're located right where Kingston Pike meets Lovell Road in West Knoxville, because life should be fun is their motto, and let me tell you, that showroom is fun, and you can make your own home fun. Games and Things. Check them out. Been around for 40-plus years. All right. Wanted to do a fast-paced segment on a number of topics, so you guys don't know the questions. There's been no prep work done. Will Overstreet. There was a lot of hype this offseason. Were you at all disappointed with what you saw in Game 1 from Josh Heupel's offense?
Not in Game 1. I think a lot of people had overhyped it in their mind about what was going to happen. But it's a new system. It's got a lot of new players. So you're going to be looking at this. That's why we picked in the 40s, not in the 50s or 60s last week.
Should have gone in the 30s.
We should have gone in the 30s. But, you know, we looked at it and said, hey, this new system, you got to figure out who's doing what, and they got to be used to live bullets, and they hadn't done that before. So I thought it was about where I thought it would be.
Good answer, because that was a trap question, and you avoided the trap. Let me show you some stats. I thought, I didn't expect them to be great. I thought they'd be a little bit better in the passing game than I thought, than they turned out to be. But you look at what he did in his first games at Oklahoma, Utah State, Missouri, and UCF, the averages compared to where Tennessee ran for more yards, didn't throw for as many, plays were about the same, yardage about the same, outcomes about the same. So that was a typical Josh Heupel first game, debut game. So there you go. Nice of you, Will. You avoided the trick question.
That's right.
Dang it. Okay, Bob Hodge. Here's a question we've never been able to ask on this show before. Did Joe Milton cost himself some money the other night?
Did Joe Milton cost himself some money?
NIL.
That typically would be for 3 years later. NIL. I think he did. You're the starting quarterback of the University of Tennessee. I think people are waiting for somebody to break out. You're the most likely guy to be able to break out simply because of your position. And so, yeah, I don't think we're going to see any Joe Milton billboards in the next week. Maybe after Pitt comes up. But, yeah, I think he probably did. I mean, what you need to be is a high school quarterback from Kentucky or wherever
Get a
it was.
six-figure deal and go to New Jersey.
But, yeah, boy, I hadn't thought about that one.
Yeah, I think he did cut, because think about it. If he'd gone out and thrown for 4 touchdowns, nobody's talking about Garantano. They're just talking about, wow, this guy's going to win a Heisman. Yeah. He'd be on every billboard in town. Jimmy'd be paying him to do the Joe Milton show. Absolutely. Jimmy, here's your question. UT did a buy one, get one free deal with students, and it worked. They packed their student section. They were loud, and they sampled it, so they may come back. But here's the question. Was it more smart to do it, or more sad that Tennessee's program is in a place where they're having to buy one, get one free with their student section? More smart or more sad?
Oh, are we going to be positive?
And you can't Cavaliers it either.
I'm going to say smart. Certainly you don't want to have to be in that position, but I'm going to say smart because you wanted to get some students in there. You wanted to get them to sample the game. You wanted them to come back. There used to be a time when you didn't charge the students at all, but then they started charging them. But I think it was smart to get some folks in there to get a sample size, and I think they enjoyed it. I thought it was a pretty good show.
I would have gone sad, but now that I hear your answer, the more I think about it, I think it is smart because maybe it fends off the fact that you won't have to be sad in the future. If you get them back, you won't have to be in this position again. Chuck Cavaliers, everybody before the season was saying Tennessee will win 5 or 6 games. You've seen one game, and now I'm going to take that option off the table. What's more likely at this point? Tennessee 4 or 5 wins? If you had gun to your head, are you putting your money on Tennessee winning 4 or 5 games or Tennessee winning 6 or 7 games?
Right now I'm going to have to go with 4 or 5. And I think so much hinges on how the Pittsburgh game goes. Yeah, I think right now you have to err on the side of caution. You got to see if this passing game improves because you can't count on the running game time after time after time.
Do we not call it the throw game anymore?
That's at Arkansas State right there. All right. Very good.
Was I wrong?
That was excellent. No, I think that is where you have to go for now. This Pitt game is going to tell us so much. I mean, it's going to tell us a heck of a lot more than Bowling Green did. When we come back, Josh Heupel kind of scoffed after the game at the idea that he would ever take Milton out and go with the other guys. Should he have? Should he play the other guys? Which guy should he play first? Let's talk about the quarterback. It's not a carousel yet, and I hope they don't start one, but let's talk about the quarterback situation at Tennessee. That's next. Come on back.